I'm just gonna watch for a bit just to get a sense for your play style.
Okay.
And your blue. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the blue Falco.
Nice. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It seems like in the situations where you're like pretty comfortable, you literally look like a top player. Like when you're doing your laser dash dance stuff, it looks like you're very comfortable.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you get like lasered, you're like, okay, I'm just lost and confused.
Pretty much.
Which is normal.
Yeah, it does feel like a lot of like mindless playing by habit.
Yeah, well, it's not even so much that, it's a lot of like when you got knocked to the ledge there, you were like, wait, what happened? And then you're sort of like half a second behind. But okay, let's go back to the beginning, and I'll break it down. Okay. So are you trying to do these lasers high on purpose?
No. Most of the time, especially when it's like the turnaround laser, I'll just mess up like the fast fall, or I'll like, do it too early.
So what you're probably doing is actually pressing B too early. Let me see. Because there are two ways to shoot a high laser. You can either not fast fall, or even if you do like the fast fall as soon as possible, if you press B as you rise up, you'll get a high laser anyways. So.
Okay, is it easier to do that with the turnaround?
Like the turnaround might just be making you press B sooner somehow.
Oh yeah.
See. We can just watch frame by frame. That's the beauty of Slippy. Okay, so we're jumping. I think this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is pretty normal. Yeah, so you didn't fast fall. You hit B pretty quickly, but if you had fast fallen on the first possible frame, then that wouldn't have been an issue. So something to consider. You might be shooting high lasers because you're not fast falling right away. And fast fall actually buffers for 4 frames. Just like when you press the stick down, even if you press it a few frames before you reach the peak of your jump, which is when you can start your fast fall, you'll still get the fast fall when you reach the peak of your jump. It'll just like go through after. Let's see, you do another one, right? Yeah, so you are pressing B pretty early. So I'd say like right here you can fast fall. 1. Yeah, so that one was like more of a B press. I think for both of them the B press was pretty early, but you also are not fast falling right away either. You didn't even fast fall on this one at all. So it's probably just a combination of both. And it's possible when you're doing the dash back turnaround laser, you're focused so much on the turnaround that you're not doing the other stuff. But that'll come with time. But
I'm trying to remember if it's like I didn't input a fast fall at all. I'm pretty sure I did. It's just like I did it like either too early or too late.
Oh, okay. So you might have done it too early. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I feel like just from my habit, I feel like I usually am used to fast falling pretty much every laser.
Okay, yeah. So I would just recommend practicing that specifically, which maybe you already knew, but
yeah,
it's good to have a concrete idea. Okay. Yeah, see, like right here, you look like you're very comfortable. Once you hit him with the jab, and then you're like doing dash dance laser, approaching laser shine. All that looks good. So I would say once you get on his shield like this, so like I guess you whiffed that shine. That's unfortunate. So one thing to consider, at low percents, if you down air someone at low percents, what happens is they actually like get hit into the ground, and it's what I call an impact land. So if you watch this Falco, he jumps, and you're down airing him. So normally you think like if you down air someone, then you can like shine them, but if it's not out of a like during a combo, so if you shine him upwards, the down air will fight against the shine knockback, and he'll just like get stuck to the ground, and you can combo. But without that like vertical knockback, he just gets hit into the ground quickly, and it actually cancels. So you can see he's in stun, and the stun gets canceled. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4 frames of landing lag, and he's immediately actionable. So he didn't even act right away, but you can see like he just dashes away. So you want to be very careful about doing down airs at low percents in this matchup. You generally want to, so at low percents, you want to try to nair opponents if they're airborne and down air them if they're grounded. And even if they're grounded, if they're at 0, you have to be careful about crouch cancel shine as well. So like a true armor.
I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah. But other than that, that pressure was pretty good. Okay, missed L cancel. Yeah. Yeah, right here again, I could just like tell immediately you're very comfortable in this situation. So he whiffed, you got the laser control, and you see you hit him with the nair that time. So if you had down aired him, he actually would have just like stuck to the ground and you wouldn't have gotten a combo. But because he jumped into this nair, he's like stuck in the air instead. So that's why you want to do the nair when they're airborne. And another thing to consider is if you do the nair when they're grounded, they can crouch cancel to fairly high percents. Whereas the down air usually beats crouch cancel.
You know, like the specific percent threshold in this matchup?
Specific percent for what exactly?
For crouch cancel?
I don't know it off the top of my head.
Hey.
Yeah, if I think they're going to crouch cancel, I generally just down air. And it as long as they're not like, I think maybe even at like 5% they already can't crouch cancel shine, but I don't know the exact percent. And if they are at that percent, I would look for more wall shines. That's the other main opening you want to look for in this matchup is like, you either want to just run up and shine them or like jump shine, or you want to lead in this, or you want to hit them with something that leads directly into shine. So like this nair here leads directly into the shine.
Yeah, I remember Ginger talking about that concept where it's like at low percents you're pretty much just looking for a shine and you're using like your aerials as like a tool to get to your shine.
Yeah, exactly. And then so for this edge guard, when you have this situation where they're like definitely going to be able to up B on stage, what you actually want to do is let's see, did you have time? Yeah. So as soon as you're actionable, you want to drop down as low as you can while still making it on stage and do like a double jump early down air. Because if the down air hitbox hits right here, even if he wall techs and jumps up, he's not going very high. So you can see like this down air hit him even on stage, but even if he tech the wall, like if he tech jumps, he would be like up here and he can side beat on it. It's hard to edge guard. So you want to hit him as low as possible in these sorts of scenarios.
Okay.
Okay. You need to grab ledge there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good laser out of the corner.
Would it be better to just have nared there? Would that still have killed him? Instead of doing the back air?
After this shine?
Yeah.
So I actually would have... Yeah, the one thing you could have done is just back air him to the right. So because he's further to the right, obviously that'll set up the edge guard better, or maybe kill sooner. The thing I would probably do here is like go for a quick dash dance and then do a light back air. You know that combo Westballs used to do a lot? I don't know if you're or in the community long
like
enough to watch West Balls.
the like weaker down air or the weaker back air into down air.
Yeah, exactly. So you can do the weak back air into down air, or weak back air into like another back air, or nair. Just like it just extends your combo. But even just back airing would be fine. But you do want to send him to the right, because you can see like even with no DI, he's gonna live going this way. And then again, we didn't grab ledge.
Yeah, I feel like I was just more focused on getting like the strong hit of the back air rather than
Right. Okay. Yeah. So
like that situation.
yeah, I'm trying to think how I would say to do that. So I'm pretty sure the like strong hit takes priority. Let me see when it's. So like as long as you hit with like your waist or the back, it doesn't really matter. All you have to avoid doing is only hitting with this leg here, because that's like the weak part. So if you only hit with that, like if your body, let's say Red Falco's body is only touching this weak hit leg, then it would be a weak hit. But even if he's touching this weak hit leg and also your waist, it would be a strong hit.
And even if I would hit the weak hit, I can still do that weak hit into down air combo.
Yeah, that's true too. What else do I want to say? That's pretty much it. Yeah, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, because that's the second time you didn't grab ledge. Looked like you were trying to laser. Let's see. Yeah, so the quickest way to grab ledge here is just to shine turnaround, wave dash to ledge.
Okay.
I don't know if you use that specifically to grab ledge ever, but I think it's
that shine turnaround wave dash, or like the shine turnaround up B.
Shine turnaround right here on stage, and then wave dash out of it.
Okay.
And then like you can fast fall to ledge to be extra fast, but just to do the shine turnaround wave dash is the first thing you want to do. The runoff shine turnaround up B is okay. It's just going to be slower. And it also makes you vulnerable to like getting hit by the up B.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Definitely need to establish laser control here. So like, it's weird because you're like doing these empty hops, but then you're not lasering. Which there's not a whole lot of reason to do that as Falco, right? Because it's the same amount of lag, so you might as well shoot the laser.
Yeah.
Especially when you're coming down from like a full hop like that. Okay. So this is an issue a lot of Falcons have, is they shoot low lasers. So you can see you call them out on the dash stance. So you're calling them out and you're just shooting the laser. But you need to shoot at least like head height for Falco. There's no real reason to shoot low lasers, because now you see he's jumping over it and you're getting hit for it.
Alright, so I should aim for like mid lasers?
Yeah, I think mid height or higher is generally what you want to do. There is some merit to shooting a low laser if you think they're going to power shield, because like you can shoot a low laser then jump over it, but power shielding isn't very common in the Ditto, just because it's more difficult for Falco to power shield than like Marth, Samus, or Sheik. They can all power shield more easily because of their bodies. Okay. This is also the second time you've like gotten lasered and then you sort of just stayed there. So like after you get hit by that laser, you either want to shield in anticipation of this approach, or you want to move to get out of the way, or you want to do something to like stuff him. So maybe like a take laser turnaround up tilt. That's a pretty good one to beat immediate approaches after lasers. Okay. So, another thing you keep doing is when you respawn. So you really want to view the stage as like when you're thinking about stage control, you want to control as much stage as possible. So when you have this limited intangibility, you really want to be moving forward as much as possible with approaching lasers. But you can see like you land and then you dash back, and it probably seems like a small thing, but it's hindering your stage control a lot, because you can see like your laser in here instead of like being right here, and then I think you do it again. So like this Falco is jumping and then we're dashing back. So there's like no real reason to be retreating in these scenarios. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like that can be just like a mindless, like, I'm not thinking about it, I just want to spam tech skill thing.
Right.
Which I can fall prey to sometimes, especially in friendlies.
So yeah, I would just say like gear your mindset towards clamping down on the opponent's space as much as possible. And this is true for every matchup, not even just the Ditto. Like, no matter what character is in the corner here, you want to be doing like an approaching laser to keep him cornered. And then if they're like jumping in the corner, then you want to be looking for like an anti-air, or you want to be letting them land and then with punishing what they come down with. So maybe he comes down with a down air and then you down air him as a response. So you want to be thinking about that kind of stuff, not retreating all the way to, I mean, like he was scared enough that he went to the ledge, but we're all the way in center stage. So we really want to be closer to ledge. You don't have to be right next to ledge. In fact, that's usually pretty risky, but you at least want to threaten him. Sorry, what did you say?
I just got to be pressuring it.
Yeah, exactly. You want to maintain some sort of pressure. Okay, be very careful with this approaching down air when you're out of stun. So like you did a double jump out of the stun and then you approach with a down air. Most people are going to anticipate that, because if they read it, it's usually very bad. So you can see you probably could have died here. So you did the one there even and got hit for it. Wait, where was
I did like
one?
the double jump here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So you're just giving up all of your resources, basically. So double jump is a very useful tool to have, especially when you're getting hit off stage. And you're at 99, so it's not like if you're doing a double jump at 0, it's unlikely you're going to get knocked off stage and need it right away. So you can be a little more liberal with it, but at higher percent, you definitely want to be very careful about how you're double jumping. And I would say, like, once you force him to double jump, I think he double jumped, right? So what I'm seeing here is like, okay, every time you're in this like neutral scenario, this Falco hasn't been taking the initiative to establish laser control. So it's good that you're doing that before him. And the reason it's good is, like, look at him now. Now he has to like jump to avoid the laser, and he has to come down. And he already double jumped, so he's coming down at like, he can like mix up his fast fall and his drift. But other than that, he doesn't have too much leeway in terms of when he's coming down. So what you can do is shoot like a laser underneath, or as he comes down, hit him on the side with the laser. I call it a laser net. So you shoot out the laser net and then he falls into it, and then you can combo from the laser net into like an aerial, or you can even let him land all the way and with punish him with the laser, because usually they'll come down with an aerial or laser of their own. But the laser net in the air is usually better because you don't want him to come down with his laser. And he actually did that to you earlier, so I can go back to that. Let me see.
I know that's a concept that's also really good against Fox.
Yeah, exactly. Because like Fox full hop can be really annoying unless you're lasering him out of the air.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, I guess it was earlier, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
I'll point it out if it comes up again. But yeah, you can see as soon as you... so like you approached with your laser instead of like focusing on anti-airing him with it. And because you like space into his threat range, like he couldn't drift to all the way where you were at. All he could do was like drift forward and hope you moved forward as well. So there's no real reason to move forward. and then as soon as you roll to the corner, it makes sense that you don't try to laser, because if you aren't at frame advantage, you usually don't want to laser. But in this case, he didn't laser himself, so you actually could have. But you definitely don't want to double jump and put yourself in a vulnerable position. Okay, and then we see the dash dance again, right?
Yep.
So we'll probably be seeing that all the time. So it's like, why are we dashing back? We're invincible! Even at this distance, it's sort of unnecessary. Not even sort of, it's unnecessary. So like, he's jumping over our laser again. This is like where we should be thinking, okay, how can I hit him as he lands? But instead we're dashing back out of habit. And we're actually like running all the way away. Okay, again, see the double jump being risky. Oops. So I was gonna say. Sorry.
I was saying there's like a lot of spaghetti going on in this stuff.
Yeah. So you're doing a lot of approaching lasers, but I'd say like once the opponent's at a higher mid to high percents like this, so at 68, if you nair to Falco at 68, like he's getting knocked towards the ledge pretty easily. Like maybe if he does like really good DI, he's like barely on stage.
But it still like sets up an edge guard.
Yeah, exactly. You want to start funneling him towards the corner so you can get him off stage and edge guard, or like at least make it easier to get a kill. So maybe like you only hit him to the corner, but then he feels like he has to roll in or something, and you can punish that. And it'll also protect you more. So you can imagine like if he had taken that laser and then done a turnaround up tilt, you would have just gotten hit. But if you like approach with the nair, maybe it trades and you're okay.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, we grabbed ledge that time. Okay, that's a little more understandable because he is invincible. I think generally if you are going to full hop here, you want to like dash full hop to get towards the center. Because again, we don't want to be cornered. So you did that one to sort of like maybe bait him into jumping. But now his invul runs out, so you can even consider just attacking here. And then we see the risky double jump again.
Yeah.
Oh,
and especially do this a lot on like FD.
Yeah, and this is also the crouch cancel shine I was referring to. So you can see he's just going to hold down the crouch armor here, and you're hitting him with down air at 0. Especially when you hit it up high. Like the lower you hit it, the harder it'll be for him to crouch cancel shine. So that's one reason the percent doesn't matter too much. Like the exact percent, it'll actually vary depending on how you time the down air.
Okay.
But you can see he crouched that and then just shined you out of it. So something you can use against other people, but you want to be careful about falling for it yourself. Okay. So how do you feel about that first game?
I mean, I feel like I definitely got a lot of like the concepts you were talking about, especially with like the laser net and just being able to like reactively do anti-air.
Awesome.
Especially because that guy specifically.
Yeah, it happens a lot on FD too.
Yeah.
Where it's really important to be able to anti-air, and like that's why if you hear any Falcos talk about FD, they'll talk about how volatile it is, and part of that is definitely just the combos. You can just combo really hard, but the other part is like whichever Falco gets laser control, almost never gives it up, because it's really hard to contest those lasers without a platform to retreat to. There are ways you can do it, but it's definitely difficult.
Okay, and then grabbing ledge, obviously, is another.
Yeah. Okay. FOD. Let's see what we do.
Yeah,
Okay.
FOD is a weird stage for me.
Do you feel like you dislike it, or it's just weird in general?
I leaned more towards dislike it.
Okay.
But it is more so like it's just a weird thing in general.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I always recommend for players to actually practice tech skill on FOD to become comfortable on it, because I think it has like an element of every stage anyways. So like you can practice uh, like plain FD movement or combos when the platforms disappear, and then like when the platforms are different heights, it'll be similar to Battlefield FOD and or Battlefield and Dreamland and Yoshi's. It like has platforms at all those heights, and then of course you get the low side plat heights that are only specific to FOD. So
Yeah, that's the main thing is like the low platforms. Because you saw like you mentioned it that like I'm doing those like dash dance lasers.
mhm.
That's like when I'm most comfortable. But when I got like low platforms,
Gotcha.
like that's taken away from me.
Yeah, I think a general idea I like to have is like, so you can do the dash dance lasers. So like, just focus on lasering on either side of the platform, which is probably like a duh, but
Yeah.
it's pretty powerful to like know if you can, like especially when the platforms aren't up, know where you can position to laser without getting messed up. Stuff like that is pretty important. And then there are also ways you can use the platforms to laser. So like a big one in the Falco Ditto that I'm sure we'll see is if one of you is lasering on the ground. So let's say Red Falco is like right here and he's lasering on the ground. If you're on the side plat, you can wait for the laser to pass under you and then run off the edge and shoot a laser of your own. So it's kind of like a counter laser, and you can shoot it very quickly because you don't have to wait for this laser to totally disappear. You can like run off the platform and start your laser as it's passing under you. So,
I don't know if you're sharing anything right now, but I don't see anything.
oh, I wasn't playing it. I was just discussing it.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
If it comes up, I'll point it out.
All right.
Oh, are you still there?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it now.
Oh, okay.
I think I just wasn't clicked on.
Oh, I see. I see. Sorry. When you said I don't see anything if you're sharing, I thought you meant because the game was paused.
Oh no, yeah.
So
No,
yeah, I was
think
just
it
saying.
wasn't
I was just saying, like, if you're on the side plat here and this red Falco is shooting lasers on the ground level, you can run off the side plat and shoot a laser as it passes under you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the general idea is don't be afraid of like being on the side plats, even if they're low. They can be like very useful. Okay. Nice try. Didn't quite get there in time. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but if you hit the opponent after a mistech and your shine is stale, it'll send them into this weird animation where you can't quite follow up. Like where they're not in tumble.
Oh, okay.
So if you get the sense that they might miss a tech and you just shine them, sometimes you can consider like an up tilt instead, or just like back air them. But even if you shine, like as long as you're aware, you can like shine Waveland and then wait for them to do like a back air out of this weird animation. Okay. A little bit of spaghetti. Oh, that was sick. Okay. So we're getting our dash dance laser on. Again, we're sort of like dash dancing for no reason. I guess the reason it doesn't seem useful in this scenario to dash dance is he's as soon as you hit the side B, you know he has to attack, right?
Mhm.
And you know you're going to be actionable first. So whenever you recognize that you're actionable and you have what is called frame advantage, do you understand that concept?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have frame advantage that is significant enough that you can like get a laser out before they can, you almost always want to take advantage of that. So like in this instance, if you did an approaching laser here, he can't get a laser of his own out before yours would collide. And if he tries to, he'll be in the air when he gets hit, and then he's in a really bad position. Because then he's either like landing back on the ground and he's wasting valuable frames and you can hit him, or he's forced to double jump. And then we've already gone over how double jump can be really bad in this matchup. So as soon as you recognize you have this frame advantage, you want to be thinking, okay, establish laser control. And then once you establish that laser control, then you're thinking, okay, I'm thinking some sort of aggressive mix-up, or at least threaten the mix-up. So let's say you do the approaching laser right in front of this star here, and then he's in the corner, like maybe he gets hit the ledge, but if he doesn't, then he's thinking like, okay, I have to roll in, I have to double jump out of the corner, I'm trying to like fight through lasers. So he's in a really bad spot, but only if you get that laser out first. And then if you're just like dash dancing instead, he might just call your bluff and shoot his own laser, and now you're on the defensive, even though you have the stage control.
Okay.
So you can see you do eventually get it out, but you want to be recognizing it immediately. Like right here, you should always be lasering here. So like this waste of time gave him a chance to start a laser, but luckily he didn't. See, like he did a nair. If he had done a laser, then you would have been getting hit.
And then I kind of like brain poop, didn't know what to do after the nair.
Yeah.
I could have just like grabbed there or something, or maybe do like a nair up tilt.
Yeah, let me see. It was after your nair. Yeah, so whenever you hit a nair like this, or any move really, and you see where they're landing, you probably don't need to for this one, but generally, yeah, you might need to. So what I do is, as soon as you realize they're landing on this side, you should turn around for the up tilt. So like turn around preemptively, and then if they tech in place or mistech, you can up tilt on reaction. And then if he tech rolls to the right, you could F smash him, and if he tech rolls in, you could F smash him. So you could cover everything here, but you really want to turn around with your up tilt so that you can easily do it. Because you might have thought like, oh, I want to up tilt, but now it's too late because I'm facing the wrong way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that probably was what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah. So just getting in the habit of turning around preemptively will make it easier. Oh wait, how are you living? I mentally checked out. Yeah, he did the same thing you did, which is not grab ledge.
He also did accidentally like standing laser.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so as soon as he's whiffing this, you kind of have to make a split-second decision if you're going to attack or if you're going to protect yourself. So those are your two main options in this scenario because of how close he is. So if you're going to I think you dash jump at him, but if you're going to do that, oh, you wave dash away first. So like when you're in these sort of tight scenarios, especially at these high percents, you either want to attack out of the corner with an early aerial to like stuff him, because you can see you actually jump before him. Oh, he doesn't jump at all, but you jump with plenty of time to get an aerial out, but because you don't even try to do the aerial, he just hits you.
I feel like, just taking a guess, I feel like I might have wanted to like full hop out the corner here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have been a good decision.
Yeah.
The other option is just sort of like stay defensive and maybe shield here, and maybe shield this dash attack and punish. But
yeah,
you can't really know, of course. Oh, did you try to do that double laser that way?
I think in my head I wanted to do a double laser, or like
Okay.
I decided I wanted to do a double laser like too late.
Okay, so maybe sort of the thing we were talking about before, where you have that level of hesitation.
Yeah.
I think if you're ever unsure of what to do on the ledge, a good default is to just do the up B stall, especially when the opponent's this far away, right? So like if you just do an up B stall, he's never going to hit you for it from this distance. If he were like closer, then you have to sort of make a decision.
I actually did find myself using up B stalls more after yesterday when I played Melee for like the first time in a while.
Okay, nice.
I guess just make up for like my...
Yeah, it's better to do like the up B stall right away than to hang on the ledge here and you're just like, what should I do? Like you're just wasting frames, and then like double jumping, and now it felt like you almost double jumped and was like, oh, I guess I have to laser now. Sort of what you were saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, the general options you want to do on ledge are, so if the opponent's ever this far away, ledge hop double laser is really strong. The best thing they can do at this range is to just trade lasers with you. The other option you could do is like ledge hop side B through him. That's pretty cheesy, and at this range I wouldn't recommend it. Other than those two, you can like do side plat stuff, but the side plat's not at a good position for you here. And then there's also ledge dashing, but I'm not sure if you are comfortable ledge dashing yet.
I use it pretty sparingly.
Okay. Yeah, if you can get good enough to do like ledge dash into roll or ledge dash into shield, even just that alone will be pretty helpful. But I wouldn't worry about doing like ledge dash into like actual moves yet. It's more important to focus on the other double jump mix-ups and stuff. Okay, so we see you falling for his double laser. So if you're ever going to contest the double laser up close, you usually want to do it with either a run-up crouch, and then you crouch, or you shine between the lasers, or run-up shield, and you shine out a shield between the lasers. The benefit of the shield is like a little harder to use, but it'll protect you from ledge hop aerials. But being at 3%, you don't have to really worry about that. If you're not going to contest them in that way, I wouldn't even get near the ledge like this. I would say, okay, he's on ledge, I'm just going to back up and shoot a laser to hit him. Because if you hit the opponent coming off a ledge, like if you shot a laser at the same time he did, what happens is you'll get hit by his laser, but you'll be on the ground, and when he gets hit by yours, he'll be in the air. So it'll be a little worse for the person coming off the ledge.
So like trading lasers, like you mentioned before, when he was on the ledge.
Exactly.
Or I was on the ledge and I was double lasering.
Yeah, so like he could have traded lasers with you, and it would have put you in a little worse position, but it's better than just getting hit directly off the ledge.
Okay.
And then another thing you can do is perch on the side plat. It can be hard for Falco to like challenge that directly. So maybe they do like, if they do the low double lasers and you're on the side plat, you can wait till the second laser is like passing under you and then drop down and challenge them. Even if you don't hit him directly, so you don't want to drop down too quickly and get hit by the laser. But even if you wait a split second longer and they have time to get their shield up, even if they shield in the corner, that's really bad for them. And that they're in a bad position. Okay, and you can see the dash back, right? So this is the most common way people will deal with respawn invul. And this is a really important part of the game that a lot of players neglect. So when you're coming down, you really want to get a hit on him, because if you can knock him off stage here, or like get a shine and lead into some more damaging combos, that'll help a ton as far as like evening the game up. But as soon as you lose your invul, then it's like you're fighting neutral again, and you have so much more to lose when you can be shined at 0, right?
Yeah.
So it's really important to play these mix-ups and like know what to expect. The most common thing is people will dash hints in the corner, and at a specific timing, or not a specific timing, at a quote-unquote random timing, they'll like try to dash through you. So you can see the Falco's like dash dancing, and then as soon as you land, he tries to just jump past you. And like you're jumping in the corner with this back air, but it's so committal that like not only did you go past him, but now all of your invul is basically gone. Like you barely have time to get a laser out, and he's all the way over there. So instead, what you want to do is focus on stopping him from running through. So you can shoot a laser in place, and then if he tries to dash through, maybe like up tilt him, or like a short hop down air or nair, something like that to just like stuff him as he tries to move through you here. So when he's doing this, you can imagine like if you had tried to laser and then you see this and up tilt him, now you got a good chance of killing him off of it. And then the reason I like the laser is if he chooses to just dash dance in the corner, you at least have laser control, and then after the laser, maybe then you approach or something. But yeah, we see as soon as you get the laser control, after your invul, it's like we're still like dash dancing. So you really want to think of dash dance as a way to like move in and out of their immediate threat range. So Falco's immediate threat range here is like, since he's getting lasered, it's basically just F tilt. That's like the furthest he can act immediately. Maybe you could count like take laser nair, so like right here, but there's not even a real reason to be afraid of that because you're the one who lasered. So you could approach with another laser here, and I don't think there's anything he could do to stop you.
Yeah, I don't know why I dash dance right up to that laser.
It's probably just a habit, but now that you like are aware of it, you can focus on taking stage instead. And another good way to take stage is to, if you don't want to do a full approaching laser, so maybe like the full one you think, okay, that's going a little too close to the ledge or too close to my opponent, what you can do is do a dash and then let go of the stick before you jump, and you'll still like get the forward movement and you can still laser, but it'll be what I call a half approaching laser. I think maybe Squid coined the term for it, but I call them half approaching lasers because you sort of go half the distance you normally do, and that'll let you control your spacing a little more.
Alright.
So if you have any questions about that, I can maybe demo it after if you can't like figure it out.
No, I get what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, more empty. Whoa, more weird like empty hops. So like
yeah, there's like
you shield for the get up attack. You see that he rolled. Definitely want to be establishing that laser control, right? So, and you even did the short hop. So it's like, why didn't we laser? Falco would be in such a bad position if you lasered him, but instead he's like able to throw out a down air or attack even.
I feel like it's because when I usually do those like backflips, I'm usually like fishing for a back air.
Okay, let me see.
I don't know why, that's just ingrained in my mind.
Okay, so you were thinking he's going to come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like there's no real way he's going to come in for you to back air here. So like, because he's rolling away, it's like a guaranteed laser, and then after he rolled away, so what'll typically happen in the Ditto is one of the Falcos will be more focused on getting their laser out first, and you even said yourself like you think that is an important part of the matchup, but you can see it doesn't really come out in your gameplay, right? Like if you really cared about getting your laser out first all the time, you wouldn't be making the decision to like do a back air here. Because even if you thought, okay, he might run in and get back aired, like that your back air would cover that one option of him running in, whereas your laser sort of covers every option. So that's why I would recommend the laser. And you also need to consider if you do the back air or like even the empty hop, if you just do the empty hop and the opponent decides the laser, well, now you're in big trouble, right? So there's a lot of risk to this, whereas there's no risk to the laser. So I would say default to the laser, and then you can start doing the empty hop into like back air if they get close. You can do that more as like a mix-up, or like if you notice they have a certain habit, then you can start using this as the exception. But generally you want to be doing the laser whenever you can get it out. And then again, we have a low laser into getting hit. So just to highlight the importance of those high lasers, because if you shoot a high laser here, like he's very trapped in the corner. Don't.
Yeah, I had the like small awakening when I was playing earlier, and I was playing a Falcon, and then I like was shooting nothing but low lasers, and I kept getting messed up.
Yeah, it's especially the case for Falcon.
And then I started shooting high lasers, and he just got stuck everywhere.
Okay, nice try. Let's see. So I would just say the easiest way to cover this is like to cover straight and like slightly up, with like a short hop down air, and then when he goes high, then you can react to this and just easily punish it. So maybe like a down smash after. So whenever you have them up being horizontal to the stage, you can do that short hop down air and then something after to cover it, instead of trying to cover everything with one down air.
Okay.
Oh. Nice, good call out. Oh, this is another common mistake players have. So whenever you're in shield or like some sort of defensive scenario, I guess mostly just shield. So like he whiffed this down air and you're shielding and you see that he whiffed. If you're ready for it, then maybe you could like wave dash shine or like short hop out of shield and then space it back air. But in general, if you're caught off guard by stuff like this, you don't want to try to attack out of shield because you're very limited in the ways you can attack. It's generally better to like focus on wave dashing out of shield or like full hopping away and resetting the scenario. So you can see like you tried to down air out of shield and then you got up tilted instead. And like this was all because he messed up and then you tried to punish out of shield instead of reset.
Alright.
So just it's kind of something you should view as like more greedy, like to try to attack out of shield.
I feel like part of it was like I was expecting him to shield after he whiffed.
Okay, gotcha.
There.
Yeah, again, I would say like if you think he's going to shield there, and you like reset instead. So like let's say you did the wave dash out of shield and you see him shielding, that just means you can start your laser first, right? So
yeah,
that's like how I would view it is, you usually want to have your laser set up before you try to do mix-ups on them. Now, the caveat to that is if you're close and you can't like necessarily retreat before they hit you, then you would want to consider attacking directly. So you can see like, and this is a concept with Falco in general, where he's just willing to give up stage. So after he comes down, like he's whiffing, he's willing to retreat and give up all of his stage. He is jumping all the way into the corner. But because he's getting a laser out while he does it, he can regain that stage very quickly.
This is actually something that this Falco in particular does a lot, where he'll like full hop to top plat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes with a dare, I think in that situation he full hopped with a dare on the top plat, and then he'll just shield drop the dare like immediately.
Yeah, so you're at 0, so you actually have a lot of options to contest it directly. You can just run under and do the crouch cancel shine we saw earlier. And then you can also, if you think he's going to down air, you can jump up at him and then try to shine him. So maybe he gets to like this point and you jump up and try to shine in case he lasers. And if he down airs instead, he's going to hit you out of the air and you're going to impact land. So that thing we talked about before where you just have the 4 frames of landing lag. And then, so you can jump up at him trying to shine him. He down airs you into the ground and then you just shine again. And I can show you an example of that as well. So I'll show you that, and let me write it down so we don't forget. What was the first thing I wanted to show you? I don't remember. Oh, the half approaching laser.
Yeah, that's right.
And then jump into impact land. Okay. But yeah, you can see how he gives up the stage, says, okay, I'll give up my stage temporarily, get my laser out, and then go in. And you can also see, because you got hit out of the air, you're in a really bad spot. So like you get hit out of the air. If you do get hit out of the air, in this scenario, it's actually not too bad because you have the top plat. So you can double jump and then wave land away to stay safe. So that's a really good option when you have a platform above you. If you don't have that platform above you, then you just have to be as tricky as you can. But you can see that it's really limiting, because then if you double jump, you're potentially getting hit by a really hard combo. And if you just fall to the ground, which is what I think you do here, right? So you can see like you're spending all this time that you're spending dropping, he's setting up his down air. and he knows you're landing there. Well, I guess he doesn't know for sure you're landing there, but he knows if you're not landing here, then it's because you're double jumping, and you won't be able to punish this anyway. So that's a very common scenario in this matchup. Yeah, so you can see it here where you get hit by this downer, and it doesn't even like phase Falco. Like your character is basically fine. You get hit by the downer, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, you're actionable. So you can even just grab him here.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say something?
I was about to say the same thing. Like I could just grab him right there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Nice. That was a great whiff punish. So this is another good alternative if you think people are going to approach. So you can retreat with a laser here, but you can also dash away and then do like a Lord Stomp. I don't know if this is something you do often, but it's really good. So definitely feel free to rely on this pretty heavily.
You said I could do what?
I said you could retreat in laser, or like the Falcon mains call it a Lord Stomp, or I call it a Zoo Dare because Zoo was the first player I saw do this, where you like dash back and then you short hop backflip towards them and down air them.
I remember you mentioning the Zoo Dare. I'd never heard Lord Stomp before.
Yeah, Lord Stomp is there's a Falcon main called Lord, and he does it. He used to do it with Falcon Stomp, which is like even more ridiculous than Falco's. Okay, it looks like you drop a lot of your combos when the opponent goes high up like this. So I would say definitely consider practicing these scenarios in Uncle Punch in the combo trainer. So like just shine them straight up, like set their DI so they go straight up, and then practice just like maybe down airing onto the platform and tech chasing, doing the dash dance into back air down air, the light back air down air. Or if you're just in a game scenario, you could practice just back airing and then setting up the edge guard.
Yeah, that's a big problem I'll have against floaties as well, especially like Sheik.
So what happens with them? They're like up high and you can't combo?
Yeah, like I'll try to do like another dare, like pillar combo onto the platform. A lot of times I'll like miss the L cancel.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say versus floaties, it's usually not as easy. Like versus the Falco, he's got so much stun and hang time that you can like pretty easily follow up on this, and he's almost like going to land. Like you could even short hop up air if the platform weren't in the way. But versus a Peach or Sheik, they'll be like higher up and you can't hit them as easily. So versus those characters, I would say stay more grounded and look to like shark them more. But versus the fast fallers, you definitely want to be going up and hitting them. But any character at higher percents, you can start to down air them onto the platform and tech chase. It's a really reliable way to combo people.
I actually think that's what I tried to do, and then I whiffed it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I really liked it a bit late.
Yeah, it definitely would have been pretty good if you had hit it. Okay, again, here's the short hop dare opportunity, right? So he does the up B horizontal to the ledge. If you just short hop down air, you would hit this. And then you would hit that and the ledge, and then if he goes super high, then you like maybe F tilt the ledge or something. Oh, sorry, one sec. Okay, don't mind that back air. It was nice and safe.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're doing this full back air space, then you're okay. And you go back into the laser control. Love it.
I think that would have been a good situation where I could have done like the half approach laser there.
Mm-hmm, exactly. It's great for the like zoning up tilt and stuff. So yeah, as soon as you did that like habitual dash back after that laser, and that cost you. So I don't know if you
I think
noticed.
my main focus there was just like when he was on the platform, I was just trying to like catch his landing.
Yeah, for sure. I like the way you were playing for the most part here, but it was right when you're doing this laser, like you can already see he air dodged, right? So like as we're doing this laser, we know we air dodged, we should be moving forward and hitting him. So you were probably just like caught off guard that he did it by accident. But that's what, when you're spacing like that, that's what you want to be focused on, is like reacting to what he's doing. But yeah, you could definitely do the half approaching laser here. So
yeah, but at the same time, if I didn't dash back, then I could have just gotten the dare.
yeah, you shouldn't have dashed back, but after you did it, so like you dash back,
or the dare, rather.
and then you would be lasering like right here, instead of like going all the way in. Let me see. We don't really have time to go through this last one properly, but we can just skim through it. It's probably going to be most of the same stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. I just picked these 3. I wasn't sure how many we were able to get through, but
yeah,
these are just 3 that like I noticed right away.
Oh, nice.
I felt like there was a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, so this is like another combo thing, just like.
I can't see the stream right now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, there we go.
So like out of this pillar combo, if you're ever sort of unsure how to continue, just shining or doing an aerial are both like good, but you definitely don't want to like ever. I mean, I guess you tried to shine there. So never mind, I guess.
Yeah, I just whiffed it.
Yeah, just like hitting them with anything is more important than hitting them with something perfect.
Yeah. I feel like personally, Stadium is probably my best stage.
Oh, actually, you know what? Instead of going through this one more, because I think it's going to be all the same stuff. Let me show you that.
Sorry, we wanted to go over the half approach and.
Yeah. Do you have access to Dolphin right now? Like, can you play?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just do it in the same game.
My code is RJ number 7000.
Okay.
What's your code?
Bone 0.
Choose your character. Versus Falco. Ready? Go!
Okay. So go ahead and shoot some lasers, just like over and over. Boom. So that's like the runoff laser I was trying to describe. So did you get a good sense of what that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can try it. You can try it versus me. So I'll just shoot lasers. So you just want to do the runoff. You don't want to short hop off. Okay, you got it out. I'll do it a little slower so it's more lenient. Nice. So you can see how that's like a really powerful way of getting around lasers. So like maybe you're lasering me, I block one and jump waveland and then run off. So you can do stuff like that. You can even drop straight down if you want. You don't have to run off forward, or you can even run off backwards. So all those variations are very useful.
Alright, especially on this stage, probably.
Let me
The
think.
platforms are smaller. Because there's like more space to do it.
Yeah, I guess there's more space. Let's see, what was the other thing? The half approaching laser?
Yeah.
So,
So like
you can do it on Stadium, so you have like you can measure, but it's basically that. So like this is the full length one. Oops. So I'm like going all the way to the gray line. Even if I dash jump right away. Oops. So that's like a dash jump right away, and I'm still like getting all the way to the gray line. Whereas if I do dash and then let go, you can see I go like way shorter. And how far you go exactly will depend on how long you hold the stick. So you can see like you can do really short ones. And that would just let you beat people spacing up tilt right here. So like maybe you're going to take laser, turn around up tilt, and I can do this. Boom. So you can just get a little bit closer with the second laser.
Alright, so it mainly is just like a
just a way to
controlling your
space
distance of
more
placing. Yeah.
precisely. Yeah. All right, were you able to do it? I didn't see.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like you're still doing that the high laser thing that you do versus not versus. Do when you try to do the turnaround laser. So I would try to hit like more this height. Oops.
Yeah.
Like I just think of it as head height. But yeah, hopefully all that helps.
Yeah, for
did
sure.
you have any last minute questions?
I feel like you covered most of what I was thinking about.
Okay, awesome. I know we went
But
over a lot of like potentially new stuff, so if you are trying to implement something and you have any questions, just hit me up. And I can try to like clarify or find an example. If you go through any of the high-level Falco VODs, you'll see like all of this stuff coming up constantly.
Okay.
Especially like the establishing laser control and like the different mix-ups after lasers. That's like the bread and butter of the matchup.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's probably part of the reason why I felt like whoever gets the laser out first.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like you kind of have to understand like frame advantage in order to know like when to get your laser out. Because it's one thing to like know, okay, I need to get my laser out first, but then you also don't want to just laser constantly because you might get hit or you might be doing it in a situation where you could actually hit them with your hitboxes instead of a laser. So yeah, just some stuff to think about.
Okay, for sure.
All right, and I'll send over some notes later as well when I get I get the chance.
I really appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.